this is Nikki and I'm here to share messages I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves. And so I'm just here to share a couple of letters. So these are divine, these are all channeled letters that I do from people's twins. And people today have asked for letters 13, 149 and 225. So I'm going to read them because I think, yeah, today has been, well, you know what, it's snowing here. And every single, if you think of a snowflake, every single one is unique, but when you look at the ground, it all becomes white. And that's what we're doing. We are covering the planet with love. So, 13, I love you. Plain and simple, and yet loaded with so much heartfelt meaning and sentiment that 3 words just don't do it justice. In fact, every word in the dictionary times a million zillion couldn't even express the depth of my love for you. You may ask, how deep is our love really? Well, deeper than any ocean, bluer than any sky, and longer than any train ride known to man. You see, our love is immortal, unimaginable, invincible, and truly, truly magical. Beyond words, beyond pictures, beyond what the eyes can see to what we can feel in our hearts. Know that we make a whole, 2 perfectly fitting jigsaw pieces, creating a magnificent, beautiful, peaceful daisy chain heart. So let me just say about some massive billboards that are on the way into London. Daisy is the only flower that has 2 flowers into one. And there are there's huge billboards for Daisy and also for a new Marvel film. I think it's called something Angel. I can't remember the name. It's just slipped my mind. And then after that, the Audi advert. Now, Audi is a message that we have from a long time ago because the Audi sign is basically circles interlinked. And it turned out that lots of our divine counterparts all drive Audis. And it is that never-ending, basically the symbology behind it is the ring, is that we are always together, never-ending, never beginning. We are eternal. So on the huge billboards on the way into London, there is just like one sign after the next, after the next, after the next. And they're not just tiny, they're like massive billboards like you see in Times Square. So it was just like bam, 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 one after the other. So there have been no doubt whatsoever this is happening. So letter 149, I am besotted with you. I am surprised every time by the way that I feel. It's like waking up in the morning and realizing that there is actually life, an incredible life to be had, a life filled with love and passion instead of duty and loyalty. Of course, I will always be loyal to you, but it's not that. It's more than that with you. I want to be loyal. I want to be only yours. I want you to be only mine. And I've never had that feeling before, where you are just content and thinking, I could live like this for the rest of time and know that I'd be the happiest person. We'd be the happiest people on earth, living in our love bubble. I love you. Well, thank you to the person who asked for 149. I totally know why that message came out today. Okay, book 2, 13. Yes, of course I can feel you. You're everywhere within me. We are one. Our energies are merging more and more and more day by day as we uplift with the planet. We are all energy linked to the big cosmic heartbeat of the planet. If you think of us as 2 peas in a pod, and the pea pod is growing on a big beanstalk, and the beanstalk is growing out of a huge heart-based planet, that is what's happening with us. We are feeding off of each other's energy, which is in turn being fueled by the love vibration of the planet. It's a 2-way street. We increase the love vibe, and love fuels our pod. We then fuel each other's P energy field. We are one. Remember that. We have always been one. Okay, there you go. Well, we have always been one. And so now letter 149. Stick with it. You can't give up now. You are so close. There's so much waiting for you. Your life is going to explode in all sorts of brilliantly amazing ways, beyond what you can imagine now. That's why don't try to think too much. Instead, focus your mind on believing, really, really believing that you are together now. Use the energy. Let yourself be guided by the energy to the direction of your dreams. Paint your rainbow world with putting the intent to be walking on your rainbow path. Don't fall off the path. We are here for you. That's so funny, because I think I titled one of the videos today is careful not to fall off the path. So again, that 149, I mean, it's just brilliant, isn't it? It's just amazing. Okay, so 13. Imagine we're sat on a seesaw. You're at one end and I'm at the other. And in the middle of us is a big heart ball that our job is to stay balanced in the middle. The heart ball is the connection of mine and your energy. When we concentrate our minds and focus our intent on our hearts, we are in balance. We literally create a big heart ball that sends out love. It lights both of us up. When you concentrate on your heart, I bet you feel it pulsating through your body. Close your eyes, feel me. Don't look for me outside of you. Look for me inside of you. I am love. I am the love within your heart, and together we are balanced. Woo-hoo! So together we are balanced. So then it was 149. I want you to know that I feel it too. This strange awakening to something more, to opening the door to a whole new world, one that I wasn't aware of, but the feelings are undeniable, and it's a stirring in my heart that I can't explain. It's scary. I'm not used to feeling out of control. I guess we have found one another to start our own journeys of awakening to who we truly are, who we are meant to be, and what we're here to do. It's just the beginning. Okay, so I said before about the vision that they have. So when I asked for, what's 2019 about, they showed me that 2018 was a doorway opening, but there was a doorstop in the door, which meant that, basically some energy could flow through, but not all of it. And then for 2019, what they showed me is the doorstop's been taken out and the door is fully open. And so that energy to create manifestations, to, really the energy of the golden energy is just kind of like, it's all doors open and it's just like, flowing through. And yesterday I was sat, like the random signs. I was sat in this cafe and I knocked something with my foot and I was like, oh, what's that? And I looked down and it was a doorstop. It was just like, okay, I know you want me to talk about this as well, because basically the doorstop has been taken out. And just like that letter said, it was about, everyone's awakening journey is different. And, basically it's such an individual thing about how, I remember when I first realised that, that all of this was real and, kind of you have another soul who's you, and I mean all of that stuff. And I remember it just spun my head out so much, and I can imagine why some people might really want to block that out, because it's too out there and too kind of like woo woo. But I just loved it and totally embraced it and just was like, wow, this is so magical, and all of that. But you can also appreciate that some people, will take longer to come to terms with that, right? Because it is like putting the old way of living away. So no more, having like lots of different relationships. No more having, kind of like a kind of not a meaningful life, And that's quite hard to think, right, okay, well, this is going to be it forever, And so that's why we all go at different paces. And everyone's journey of coming into this twin flame energy and realizing really what it's about, all of those journeys are different, right? And so that's why we have to be compassionate for everyone, because, you know, it's not easy. So I'm going to finish on letter 225, and it is that I love you, that I feel you, that I want for our souls to unite in a deeply loving and longing embrace, so that our skin feels like it becomes one, that we melt into each other, and that our bodies become one. I want to feel that incredible sensation of when our souls merge in our bodies, the feeling of coming home. Finally home after all this time, after fighting off all the fears, the self-doubts, the questioning, all of the false truths that have been keeping us apart. I can't wait for them all to be gone, so we can be true to our souls and follow our hearts back to being one. Wow, what an amazing message to end on. Because that's the everything. That's just what I was saying. I mean, the enormity of what this is huge, right? It's huge. Two souls coming together in a united love to bring love to the planet. I mean, it's so like huge that you can't even imagine that that's actually a thing, you know? Like, you could not make it up. And so that's why it's amazing. That's why you have to be compassionate. You have to trust that your other soul partner on this journey is doing everything that they can to work through those energies as well. And you're doing it together. This is a team, right? You are a team with your twin. So I'm going to finally read that again, because it's just an amazing, exactly what. I mean, it just rounds everything up perfectly. So, letter 225, and this is from book 3. That I love you, that I feel you, that I want for our souls to unite in a deeply loving and longing embrace, so that our skin feels like it becomes one, that we melt into each other, that our bodies become one. I want to feel that incredible sensation of when our souls merge in our bodies, the feeling of coming home, finally home, after all this time, after fighting off all the fears, the self-doubts, the questioning, all of the false truths that have been keeping us apart. I can't wait for them all to be gone, so we can be true to our souls and follow our hearts back to being one. Wow, there you go. That's an amazing, amazing, amazing letter. So there you go. If you would like a channeled letter for yourself, it's only $10. If you want a healings or readings, it's $20. And I'm doing a special at the moment. And of course, the 11/11 reading, which has turned out to be quite amazing, is where I pick a card for the main energy that you need to work with for you and your twin for 2019 from the Starman Tarot deck. And then you get to pick a number between 1 and 266. And I read you the letter, so then you have a private video of whichever letter you're drawn to and the main energy that you're working with in 2019. And the descriptions in the guidance in this Starman Tarot is off the scale. It's so good and so accurate as well. So yeah, so 2019 forecast, and that's $11.11. All of those details are in the link. And in the meantime, if you have ordered a healing, reading, letter, they will all be coming. Just know they always come at the perfect time. So always trust in divine timing. You will get what you need exactly when you need it. All right, take care. Bye.